Well, guys, Florida's trying to get up some kind of petition down here. Florida group is pushing for a gun ban by routing it around the constitutional amendment. And we'll get to this in just a second. Right here. This is our constitutional amendment. A group down in apparently Miami, Florida is starting this stuff. You know, what assault weapons are. Okay, now we're going to leave this for a second. We're going to go over here. Hang in there, people. This is from Bear Bart. The government admits AR-15s are not weapons of war. This is from AWR Hawkins, July 23rd, 2018. The government admits semi-automatics below 50 caliber are not weapons of war. The phrase military equipment so on means, you know, this and that. Attorneys in the case expounded on the amendment regulation by pointing out that settlement expressly acknowledges that non-automatic firearms up to 50 caliber, widely available in retail outlets in the United States and abroad, and that scope also includes the AR-15 and other assault-style weapons, are not inherently military. Not only is this a First Amendment victory of free speech, it is also a devastating blow to the anti-gun lobby. For years, anti-gunners have contended that the modern semi-automatic sports utility rifles are so-called weapons of war. And with this settlement, the government has acknowledged they are nothing of that sort. And now, the federal government is now saying that semi-automatic firearms below 50 caliber are not inherently military, and they are admitting that rifles like the AR-15 are civilian in nature. I'll put links here for those for this government admitting this, and for Guns and Gadgets channel. You go look at it. Something else I want you guys to think about, because we got all this stuff going on in Virginia, and I'm sure that this is going to come up later on anyway. Because they want to call it the National Guard. Okay, I'll tell you what the National Guard is. National Guard cannot possibly be interpreted as the whole constitutional militia that they're talking about in the Second Amendment, for no other reason than that the government and the guardsmen are prohibited by law 32 U.S.C. 105 from keeping their own military arms. Instead, these firearms are owned and annually inventoried by the federal government and are kept in armories under lock and key. And that's something the militias don't have to do. They don't have to have they don't have to run to the armory to get their weapons. They are the Minutemen. They're ready at a minute's notice. They are not the National Guard. The National Guard cannot be interpreted as a militia. Okay, guys, I'm going to put links to this stuff, and you go look at it, check it out, and stay vigilant.